Welcome, passive ones. Things have certainly warmed up around here since you last joined us, and now there's adventure on the brew once again. And if Malice has her way, the next dungeoneer will soon be up to his armpits in boiling water. But just how hot is the situation going to get? Well, let's find out. Enter, stranger. Greetings, challenger. Your name, please.
Finton Cole.
As you've answered the Knightmare challenge, Finton, you're likely to find yourself in the soup before too long. So I hope you've brought 3 advisors to fish you out of it.
Yes, I have. Olivia, Scarlet, Ollie.
Welcome. Who guides this dungeoneer?
Olivia Roper.
Scarlet Bell.
Ollie Daniels.
And where do you all come from, Finton?
Brigham, Lincolnshire.
Very well then, let's get you on your way. Majida, you are planning to sit in on this one, aren't you?
Huh? Oh, yeah, of course I am. I suppose you want me to pass you the helmet, huh?
Well, it would be helpful.
I still don't think this kind of thing is suitable work for a genie. But I want to see quest get started, so I do it.
Thank you very much, Majida. How gracious of you. Finton, here is the helmet of justice, which blinds you to the way ahead. Here the knapsack for food to feed your life force. 2 objects may you carry at any one time, and remember, the only way is onwards. There is no turning back. Let me guide you for the first and last time. Turn now and prepare to brave the dungeon. Your quest is for the sword, but I hope you won't cut me to the quick by saying that you want to forget the whole thing and go home now.
Of course I won't.
Splendid. Then face the dungeon door and step boldly forward.
Where am I?
Well, you're on a path with walls on either side, and there's a pit with a drawbridge, but it's closed at the minute.
What should I do?
Hang on, Finn. A face is appearing on the door.
A what?
A face.
Why is it crying?
Wouldn't you cry if you were stuck on the same wall day on day out, Ollie? I remember this thing, Treguard. It's a door monster, yes?
Yes, well, that seems fairly self-explanatory. This one is called Dooris, team. It's been locked with lies and can only be opened with the truth. What Finton must do is...
I remember the calling, Treguard. Let me tell the team.
All right, if you insist.
I do insist. Listen, you 3. Finton is to call out. True and false, false and true, open up and let us through. That is right, yes?
Yes, Majida, thank you.
Okay, Finn, did you hear that?
Yes. Do you want me to say it?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. True and false, false and true. Open up.
And let us through.
And let us through.
Oh dear, dear, dear. Truth will out, and so will you. Horses are measured in feet, true or false.
You can measure horses in whatever you want, can't you?
Yeah, you can, but there's a special way farmers and jockeys and stuff are supposed to measure them, isn't there?
Guys, it's not feet, it's hands. I want to say false.
Go on then, Finn.
False.
Truth accepted. Ash Wednesday is also known as Pancake Day. True or false?
Pancake Day is Shrove Tuesday.
Yeah, you're right. Say false again.
False.
Truth accepted. Henry Fitzroy was the son of Rob Roy. True or false?
Any ideas, Finn?
No. Who was Rob Roy anyway?
He's someone from history, isn't he? Like a hero or something.
Scarlet, what do you think?
I don't even know, guys.
You must answer, team.
Well, I think Fitz means son, doesn't it? Fitzroy. Son of Roy?
Do you want to say true then?
I don't know.
Just go for true, Finn.
Okay. True.
Falsehood. Oh dear. Truth will out, and so will you.
The door's opening now, Finn.
Oh, good. I thought it wasn't going to when it said, oh dear.
I guess it doesn't like opening. Just walk forwards in a straight line, Finn. That's it.
Where am I?
Well, you're in a green room with some windows on the right wall. There's a table to your left with, like, a man in a red gown sitting at it. He's just looked up at you.
Ah, greetings. Please take a seat.
Walk forwards.
Can you see the stool, Finn?
Yes.
Sit down on it.
Okay then.
Splendid. My name is Hordriss the Confuser. What is yours?
Should I tell him?
I think we should.
Might as well.
Okay, go on then.
Finton Cole.
Finton, I see. And how many years have you attained, Finton?
13.
13. Right, and what makes you think that you possess the qualifications for this post?
What should I say, guys?
I don't know. I didn't really understand what he said.
Something about a post.
It kind of sounds like he thinks Finn's there for a job interview.
But he's not, is he?
I'm not here for a job interview, actually. I'm on a quest for truth and justice.
And the sword.
Oh yeah, and the sword.
Are you indeed? In that case, there would appear to be no problem. Listen, Finton. There is a certain object that may be found upon your path. It has nothing to do with you, or what you seek, but it would be small trouble for you to redeem it for mutual benefit. One asks no more, and offers no less. So, do we have a bargain?
What should I say now?
I think you should say yes.
Yeah, you probably should. I don't suppose he'll say what he wants us to find before we agree, will he?
No, let's not bother mucking around asking him. Just say yes, Finn.
Yes, we have a bargain.
Excellent, excellent. The object one desires is a particular potion. Its name is Scarlet Starshine. When you find it, you may summon me to collect it. My calling name is Malefact. Call 3 times, and I will appear. Be sure to remain true to your promise, Finton, for one cannot countenance treachery.
Oh, he's gone.
He didn't say what he was going to give us in return.
He'll reward us when we've got him what he wants. That's what he meant by mutual benefit.
Yeah, I think we can trust him.
Well, we've got no choice now.
Yeah. I hope he won't just laugh in our face when we give him the potion.
Oh God, do you think he will?
Come on, guys. We haven't even done it yet. Yeah, I'm with Scarlet. How you say this thing, Treguard? Nothing ventured, nothing gained, huh?
Indeed so, Majida. You must press on now, team.
Okay, Finn, stand up, move around the stool, and turn to your right a bit.
Is that okay?
Yeah, it looks like you're in line with the door.
Walk forwards.
Where am I?
Well, you're at the top of some stairs which go down to a big floor with a table, and there's a door on the left wall. There's also a face at the back of the room to the left of where you're standing.
Another face?
Yeah, it looks like it's talking to itself.
This is an oracle, team. It can be a useful source of information, but there is no order to its knowledge, as it does not regard one thing as being any more important than another. Finton, to hear its words, close your eyes and hold the helmet of justice slightly above your head.
Shall I do that, guys?
Yeah, go on.
Are you going to scamper the fair? Take time, but do not dally. Here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. There is no quick fix. You have the tools. You have the talent. You have no aniseed. Anything is possible, as long as you believe. Be an early bird. The worm has turned. The worm has turned.
Quickly,
The worm
Finton,
has
on
turned.
with the helmet.
The
The
worm has
oracle has
turned.
descended into drivel.
What do you mean descended into it? She started deep in drivel. Source of information, my foot. is a sort of awful rub squash, if you ask me.
Yes, well, perhaps the team will be able to make some sense of it.
Is it supposed to help us with the objects?
I dunno, maybe. Finn, walk down the steps.
Do you want to go over to the banister?
No, I'm okay.
Well done, Finn. Just walk forward until you can see the table.
You might need to go right a bit.
Okay, I can see it.
Great. What's on there?
I don't suppose there's any aniseed, is there?
I don't know, there's a hunk of meat which I'm putting in my knapsack. A spanner, a book, and some herbs all tied together. Hang on, there's a label on that one. It says rosemary and thyme. Well, it's not aniseed, but I think I should take it anyway.
How come?
Because the oracle said, "Are you going to Scarborough Fair?" Don't you know that song? Parsley, sage, rosemary and thyme?
I don't know what you're on about, mate.
Yeah, that does sound familiar. And she said take time, didn't she? She must have meant the herb, not, time.
Okay, so we'll take the herbs. And what else? Didn't she say something about tools? That must mean the spanner.
She said we have the tools, Liv, so maybe we don't need the spanner.
But we don't really have the tools. We're about to pick them up from the table.
She also said there's no quick fix, though. Maybe that means don't take the spanner.
Well, I don't know.
What else is there again, Finn?
A book. I'll have a look at it. It's got magic spells as a title and...
Oh, hello.
Oh my god, guys, it's talking to me.
Well, don't freak out, Finn.
Yeah, talk back.
What should I say?
What's your name then?
My name is Finton.
Oh, that's a nice name. I wish I had a nice name like that. And most people call me a worm.
Get it, team? A bookworm. I've seen one of these things before, and it...
All right, Majida, that's enough.
See if you can find out anything from the bookworm, Finn. Is it any good to us?
Okay, do you have any special powers?
Well, I like to think so. Only I'm not often put to the test, you see.
Guys, this is a spell book, so it might be useful.
Yeah, and it talks. Seems a bit rude to walk off without it, seeing as it wants to make friends.
Okay, Finn, I guess you don't need to take the spanner after all. And the oracle did say something about a worm.
And she said to be an early bird. The early bird catches the worm.
Have you made your choice, team?
Yeah, we have, so we need to get him out of there. Step back from the table, Finn, then turn to your right 90 degrees.
Okay, Finn, walk forwards.
You'll need to take a couple of steps to your right.
Good, and keep on walking.
Where am I?
Well, you're in a rocky cave with one door. There's a kind of creature, a man I suppose, standing in front of the door. He's got a sword and he's wearing a black tabard sort of thing with a big white cross on it.
Aha! What have we here, eh? It looks like a brave young adventurer. Yes, that's what it looks like, but I know better. I can see you for what you really are, you foul beast. You're a goblin, aren't you? Yes, a goblin disguised as a dungeoneer, specially to pull the wool over my eyes. I'll soon put a stop to your little game, goblin. Oh dear, team. If my memory serves me true, this is Tobias, a knight of the Order of Hospitallers. His time in the Holy Land seems to have driven him quite mad, for now he assumes that anyone he happens to meet must be some evil creature of sorcery in disguise.
What? He's crazy, Treguard.
Yes, he's crazy. But he has a very big sword, and he knows how to use it to devastating effect, so his threats should not be treated with frivolity.
Tell him you're not a goblin, Finn.
I'm not a goblin, actually. I really am a dungeoneer.
Ha! Any fae could easily make such a claim. Can you prove your innocence? No, you can't. You're quite obviously a goblin. No real dungeoneer could have such an impressively fine bone structure. You may have adopted the semblance of humanity, but your fairy body gives you away. I saw the way you came prancing in here, all up on your tiptoes like a goblin.
But I always walk like that. My street dance teacher says I have the best walk he's ever seen.
I'll require a lot more proof than that. Are you carrying anything to back up your claims? A crucifix, perhaps? Or a holy relic?
A holy relic? What do you mean?
Some true piece of Christianity. A splinter from the cross, perhaps, or a sample of Christ's blood. I myself have a phial of our Lord's tears. It protects me from the pox. No goblin could hold such a holy artifact in its ungloved hand.
Tell him what you got, Finn.
Well, I've got this book of spells and a sheaf of rosemary and thyme.
They are certainly not relics. That unholy book of spells even supports your guilt. Still, I shall give you one last chance to prove yourself. The mind of one of Satan's little wizards is not logical like the mind of a Christian. There is no capacity for rational thought. Answer me this question and I shall let you go free. Andrew, Becca, and Cassandra are all studying different forms of magic. Not that I approve of such devilish academia myself, mind you, but it is necessary for this little theoretical scenario. Andrew does not wear red, and neither does the astrologer. Becca does not wear blue, and neither does the alchemist. Cassandra does not wear green, and neither does the warlock. What forms of magic are they all studying, and what colours do they wear?
Did either of you get all that down?
No.
I did, but I can't make any sense of it at the minute. This is much too hard, Treguard. I thought level 1 meant to be easy.
By all means, Majida, point them in the right direction if you feel that you can.
Sure I can. Look at the 3 types of magic they are studying, Scarlet. One of them can only match up with one person. Okay, one of them's an astrologer, one's an alchemist, and one's a warlock. And their names are Andrew, Becca, and Cassandra.
Andrew must be the warlock because he's the only boy.
Aha, a spark of intelligence, it seems. Come on then, tell me the rest.
Oh, well done, Finn. So what colour does Andrew wear? It's not red.
And it's not green because the warlock doesn't wear green.
Andrew the warlock wears blue.
Correct. And the others?
Well, if Cassandra doesn't wear green either, then Becca must wear green.
Is Becca the alchemist?
No, she must be the astrologer.
Becca the astrologer wears green, and so Cassandra must be the,
Alchemist.
Yeah, I nearly had it. Cassandra the alchemist wears red.
Yes. I suppose you're not a goblin after all, then. Sorry for falsely accusing you and all that. Goodbye.
He's just walking off. Why didn't he reward us?
At least he didn't kill us.
Yes, not being killed is the most reward you can expect from some people in the dungeon. Onwards now, team.
Okay, Finn, just walk forwards.
Where am I?
Well, you're in what looks like a village, between 2 rows of buildings with timber frames and stuff. There's a man dressed in white robes standing behind a kind of cart just in front of you. I think he's a trader of some sort. Ah, you are right, Scarlet. I know this place. This is Wolfenden. And here is the apothecary person, yes?
Yes, Rothberry the Apothecary. Just be slightly wary, team. Rothberry would never cause anyone deliberate harm, but the nature of his business, coupled with his somewhat absent-minded nature, can sometimes be a recipe for disaster.
Okay, go up to him, Finn. Walk forwards.
I think he's seen you. Stop.
Ah, hello there. Rothberry the Apothecary at your service. So, what seems to be the problem then,
Problem? Do I have a problem?
I don't know, love. Most people, when they come to an apothecary, they have a problem. Don't worry if it's slightly embarrassing. I'm very discreet. If you need to, show me something of a personal nature, I do have a private office we can go to.
What? No way, I'm not showing you anything.
Calm down, Finn. I don't think he's really as dodgy as he sounds. Just tell him you haven't got any medical problems.
Oh, okay. I don't have any medical problems, thank you. I'm on a quest.
Oh, of course, you're a dungeoneer, aren't you? Yeah, I can see that quite clearly now. What's your name, then?
Finton.
Well, Finton, perhaps I can still help you. I expect you're in need of some supplies for this quest of yours. Would you like to buy one of my brand new, hot-off-the-production line time machines? I made them myself, you know.
You've invented a time machine?
Yes, I have. Look, here's one of them. You just press this button here, and the machine dispenses time at the bottom. Well, it dispenses any herb you care to put in the receptacle at the top, actually. But I like to use it for time, and sometimes parsley.
Oh, I see.
This conversation isn't really getting us anywhere. Ask him if he's got anything to help with our quest.
Well, is there anything specific I could ask him for?
What about aniseed?
Yes, ask him if he's got any of that.
Do you have any aniseed you could sell me?
Aniseed? Yes, I expect so, if you really want some. Yes, here we are. A nice little pouch of aniseed. Just the job, eh?
I'm sure it will be.
Do you have anything you might be able to give me in exchange for this, Finton?
What can we offer him?
What about the herbs?
Oh yeah, good idea.
Would you like this rosemary and thyme? You could put some of it in your time machine.
Then it would be a rosemary and time machine.
Yes, all right then. That sounds like a fair exchange. If you put that in my hand, and I'll put this in your hand, and yes, there we go. Splendid.
Thanks a lot.
That's my pleasure, Finton. Good luck with your quest. Come and see me again if you do have any problems in the future. Boils and such like.
I'll be sure to do that.
Onwards now, team.
Sidestep left, Finn, until you get to the end of the cart. Now walk forwards.
There's a door in that building, so turn left a bit.
Keep going forwards.
Where am I?
Well, you're in a room that's all green with beams on the ceiling and a door at the far end.
And some goblins have just come through it.
Treguard, this is not fair! How can Finton escape?
You must act quickly, team.
What have we got? The aniseed and the book?
Quick, Finn, ask the bookworm for help.
Okay, Bookworm, can you help?
Ooh, Finton, you are in trouble. Let's see. Ooh, I've got a spell. It's called Switch. Does that sound alright?
Not really.
Spellcasting. SWITCH.
Yes! Well done, Olivia!
Oh, Finton, you've turned into a
goblin?
Yeah, and the other goblins look really confused now, like they can't understand where you've gone. The human you, I mean.
I know what you mean, Scarlet. Get me out!
Ha! You even sound like a goblin.
Okay, Finn. Sidestep left a bit.
You can use some of your dance moves, Finn. That weird knight was right. They really are mincing about on their tippy toes.
Yeah, we'd better not meet him again while Finn's under this spell.
Where now, Scarlet?
Forwards, Finn.
You better be quick, Finton. I don't think this spell will last much longer.
Well, team, that's better than your dungeoneer being stuck that way. Put the book down, Finton. You won't need it again.
And say bye to the bookworm.
All right, fine. Bye, Bookworm.
Bye, Finton.
Oh, there's an apple down here. I'll put it in the bag.
Good idea, quickly.
Forwards again, Finn.
Where am I?
Well, it looks like you're on a dragon's back. Ah, I know this dragon. He is Smirkenorff, and that means I ride to level 2, yes?
Yes, if Smirkenorff is agreeable, that is.
The dragon's turning around to look at you, Finn. You'd better be polite.
How typical. So like a human. Well, Dungeoneer, if you want to ride, then you had better tell me what you are offering.
We've only got the aniseed, Finn, so see if he wants that.
I've got some aniseed.
Aniseed, you say? No one ever gives me aniseed, but I do like it. Yes, young man, I shall certainly help you on your way. Well, don't just stand there. Get in. Do mind my spines.
Walk forward, Finn, carefully. Can you see, like, a chair?
Yes.
Get into it, then.
Okay, Liv.
Well, I must say, you have a much lighter tread than most dungeoneers. What's your name?
Finton.
Oh, well, I suppose that isn't your fault. Are you enjoying the quest, Finton?
Yes, thanks.
Well, you shouldn't be. Danger lurks at every turn, you know. What is it that you are attempting to retrieve?
The sword.
Malice particularly dislikes dungeoneers who are seeking the sword. Are you quite sure you want to go to level 2? It's full of dangers, you know.
Well, I haven't got anywhere else to go.
You are right, of course. Well then, here we are. Off you go.
Okay, Finn, stand up and turn around.
By the way, Finton, thank you for the aniseed. I shall enjoy that.
No problem. Thanks for the ride.
Think nothing of it.
Just walk forwards, Finn, the way you came.
Where am I?
Well, you've landed in a dark tunnel. I guess you'd better just walk through it.
Okay.
Welcome to level 2, team. This is a dwarf tunnel. There are no dwarfs here now, but you never know what else you might meet.
Holy cheese and crackers!
Fear not, young traveller, for I wish you no harm.
Oh, good.
It's a man in a long robe, Finn, and he's wearing a hood so we can't see his face.
My name is Brother Strange. How are you called?
Finton.
And what is the object of your quest, Finton?
The sword.
I see. Well, Finton, I should like to help you on your way. I have here a spyglass, which may forewarn you of the dangers that the sorceress Malice has planned for you. And forewarned is forearmed, as they say. I shall give you this spyglass, if you can give to me a proverb for my collection.
Okay, that sounds like a good deal. Guys, any ideas?
What's a proverb?
It's like a saying, like, don't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Shall I try that?
Yeah, why not?
Don't count your chickens before they're hatched.
I've already got that one.
Oh.
Okay, Finn, I've got another one. Crowing cocks lay no eggs.
What?
Just say it, Finn.
Alright. Crowing cocks lay no eggs.
Extraordinary. Crowing cocks?
Lay no eggs.
Crowing cocks lay no eggs. Crowing cocks lay no eggs. That's marvellous. Finton, you are a most unexpected source of poultry-related proverbs. Should we meet again, I shall ask you for another. But for now, here is what I promised.
He's offering you a spyglass, Finn, so just take it.
Okay. Thanks.
There now. Use it well, but do not tarry here, Finton. These tunnels are crawling with monsters. Farewell.
Bye.
I hope don't meet him again. I haven't got any more chicken proverbs. Finton, don't stay there! You heard what that monkey's person said.
Okay, Finn, walk forwards.
What does that saying about crowing cocks mean anyway?
It means that people who boast all the time never actually do anything. Alright, Finn, we can see some woods or something at the end of the tunnel. Just keep going.
Where am I?
Well, you're in a wood like I thought. Well, a clearing. And there's a tree stump with some stuff on it, and a portal behind it. Shall we have a go on the spyglass first?
Yeah, might as well. I'm looking into it now, okay?
Okay, Finn.
Yes, I do remember you, I think. What did you say your name was?
Fatilla, your sorcerership. No one gets past when Fatilla the Honey's on guard. If any dungeoneers try to get by me, I blip them, and then I block them. Whir.
Do you really? I hear tell that you are susceptible to bribery.
Whir, never, your mamship. Well, not no more. I've turned over a new leaf.
I ain't taking no more dodgy horns and measly solid gold bars. I'd much rather have the pleasure of killing them.
Well, since I haven't got anyone else to guard the Wellway to level 3, I suppose you might as well do it. But if I hear you have been bribed, I shall be most displeased with you. Understand, barbarian, that whatever pleasure you get out of some trinket from the oily little hand of a dungeoneer, it will be nothing to the pain you feel at my fingertips.
I do understand that, your mamship. Yes, I definitely do.
Good. Now, speaking of bribes, I've heard that there's a mermaid, of all things, hanging around level 2. I suppose there's a chance you might meet her, so you'd better have a look through your collection and see if you can come up with any silver or aquamarine.
Aqua...
You imbecile! Those creatures like the moon, which is silver, and they like the sea, which is aquamarine. Well, actually, water is clear, but you know what I mean. Or perhaps you don't.
Well,
Now I haven't any more time for you, and you haven't any more time to stand around dithering. Get on your way now, and don't let anybody down that well.
Okay, Finn, the screen's just gone black. Put the spyglass down.
I know that place, Treguard. It was Black Tower of Goth. What happened to a ginormic pile of rotting troll flesh, huh?
Who knows, Majida? The important thing is that if Malice is in Goth, then so is the sword, and she will do everything in her power to stop Finton from reaching it. Still, that's level 3, and Finton has yet to equip himself to survive level 2.
Right, Finn, can you see the tree stump?
Yes, I'll go over to it.
What's on there, Finn?
There's a green gem, a sling catapult kind of thing, and 2 rings. One's gold with a ruby, and one's silver with a greeny-bluey stone. An aquamarine, I guess? I'll need that, won't I, for this mermaid?
Yeah, probably. Take that, Finn. And what else?
Well, we don't want the weapon. The other 2 things are both valuable, so they could be useful for bribing that guard.
Do you think we could, after all those threats she made?
And he was pretty adamant he's not taking bribes, Liv.
Yeah, but they always say that.
Well, if we can bribe him, we could do it with either of those things. But maybe it's for something else. I think we should leave the gold ring. I bet we only need 1 ring.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So I'm taking the silver ring and the green gem, yeah?
That's right, Finn. When you're ready, turn round and walk forwards.
A couple of side steps left, Finn.
And then forwards again.
Where am I?
Well, you're coming up to the edge of a kind of pit, so stop. There's a closed drawbridge over the other side. It looks like that one that asked us questions before, and there's something red by your left foot.
It's a tomato.
Oh God, not a tomato.
Why do you hate tomatoes so much, Scarlet?
I don't know, they're just so slimy and disgusting.
It's lucky I'm the one who has to eat it then. I'm putting it in my knapsack.
Good.
Hey Treguard, this is another door monster, yes?
Yes, as Scarlet has already noticed. To entice it to speak, team, you'll have to remember the calling.
True and false, false and true.
Oh, well remembered, Finn.
What's the rest of it again?
Open up and let us through.
Open up and let us through.
A face is forming on the drawbridge.
This one is called Doorkis. Not quite as miserable as Dooris, but certainly not the laughing policeman either.
You're not any kind of policeman, Treguard.
Thanks for pointing that out, Majida.
Truth will open, truth will out. The word nightly, Nightly, is an adverb. True or false?
Well, it ends in ly, so it must be.
Not necessarily, Finn. And it doesn't tell you how something is done, does it? So I think it's false.
But it tells you when something is being done. Adverbs can do that too.
Oh yeah, you're right, Scarlet.
Even words like today and tomorrow are adverbs. Say true, Finn.
True.
Truth accepted. The longest river entirely in England is the Thames. True or false?
That must be false. The Severn is the longest river in England.
Aren't bits of the Severn in Wales, though? The mouth is definitely in Wales. Or next to it, anyway.
Yeah, you go over the Severn Bridge to get to Wales from London.
He did bother saying entirely in England, so I bet the Severn is in Wales too. Shall I go for true?
But is the Thames definitely longer after the Severn? What about something like Trent or the Humber?
The Humber's not that long, it just has a high profile around where we live. The Thames must be the longest after the Severn, so go for true, Finn.
Yeah, go for true.
True.
Truth accepted. King William IV was the father of Queen Victoria. True or false?
Well, that would make sense, I suppose. There was a William just before her.
But isn't it talking about the William from William and Mary? They were much earlier than Queen Victoria.
I thought that was William III.
Did he say the 4th, or was it the 5th?
It can't be. William V is Prince William. I mean, it will be.
Ask him to repeat it, Finn.
Can you repeat that, please?
No, I can't.
Oh, that's helpful.
Well, I don't suppose we really need this one anyway. We've already got 2.
Let's just go for false, as the other 2 were true.
Okay, Finn, go for it.
False.
Oh, truth accepted. Oh dear me. Truth will open, truth will out.
Ah, yes!
That's cool. No problem.
We completely nailed that one.
Pride can be for a fool, you know.
Yes, let's not get ahead of ourselves, team. The dungeon has plenty more challenges it can throw at you. And it will. Still, the path ahead is open, so onwards.
Walk forwards, Finn, in a straight line. Great.
Where am I?
Well, you're inside what looks like a ship, but half the floor's missing, so keep to your right. It looks really damp, and the shells and seaweed hung on the walls, and in the hole is water, and that mermaid we're expecting is asleep on a rock. I know this ship is the Golden Galleon. What is it doing on level 2 without the cabin floor missing?
Acting as home to this mermaid, it seems. Perhaps she wrecked it herself. I have heard of such things. I almost met a mermaid myself once, team, but then it turned out to be a con, as you young people say. Still, this one looks real enough. As for the Golden Galleon, Majida, it was decommissioned some time ago. There's no reason at all why it shouldn't have ended up on level 2, and it has.
The mermaid's waking up now, Finn.
Well, how rude! Tell me, young human, would you do that at home?
Do what?
Wander into somebody else's dwelling without being invited. Well, I suppose if you did do that, then you wouldn't be at home, would you? Still, you know what I mean. So answer, if you please. I would honestly like to know.
Well, no, I wouldn't do that on purpose. I'm on the quest for the sword, and I don't really know where I'm going.
Well, I suppose it's not the worst excuse I've ever heard. What's your name?
Finton.
Finton. Well, Finton, I am Atargatis, and I am not terribly fond of humans, unless they are friends with the sea. If you can prove to me that you are one such human, I shall give you something to aid you on your travels. Do you agree?
Yeah, that would be great.
Finn, offer her the ring now.
I've got a present for you. It's a ring made from silver to represent the moon, with an aquamarine stone to represent the sea.
Great oceans, Finton! You are more knowledgeable about my kind than I ever would have imagined. This isn't some kind of trick, is it?
No, honestly, I just thought you'd like this ring.
Hold it up so I can see it. Ah, yes, I do like it, Finton, very much. Bring it over here to me.
Okay, Finn, sidestep left carefully because you don't want to go off the side.
Okay, stop there and go forwards a bit. Right, now you're opposite her.
You can't go left anymore, Finn, so turn to face her and lean over with the ring.
Like this?
A little further, boy, I can't reach it. Ah, thank you, Finton. Now I shall give you a spell. It is called Tempest. There now, we have no more to say to one another. Ha, rude.
Perhaps, but Finton hasn't got time to hang around and chat, even if this lady wanted him to.
Finn, turn back the way you started out. 90 degrees right. That's it. Now the exit's in front of you.
Forwards in a straight line, Finn, not too fast.
Where am I?
Well, you're in a kind of forest clearing with a black door standing between the trees in front of you.
Oh, a knight on a white horse has just appeared.
Tarum tara! Hello, hello! It's bold Sir Hugh to rescue you!
Oh, no. Team, this idiot is aptly named Sir Hugh de Witless. He was rude to Hordriss the Confuser, and Hordriss put an enchantment on him that compels him to go around rescuing people, whether or not they want to be rescued.
Ah, hello there. Oh, just excuse me a minute. Neddy! Oh no, he's gone. He's always going off that horse. Never mind, I'll find him later. Now then, allow me to introduce myself. I am the bold Sir Hugh. Who are you?
Should I tell him?
You might as well.
I'm Finton Cole, a dungeoneer on the quest for the sword.
Ah, request. Yes, that's splendid. Absolutely splendid. They're very dangerous quests, aren't they? If you're on a quest, you're bound to need rescuing. And that's what I'm here for. I'm going to rescue you.
Finn, tell him you don't need rescuing.
I don't need rescuing, thanks.
What, no rescuing? But I insist. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, Finton. I'm going to rescue you by taking you all the way back where you came from. How does that sound?
It's against the rules for me to go back.
Oh, and who told you that, eh? Some despicable blackguard trying to stop you getting rescued, that's who.
Treguard, this weirdo is getting right up my nostrils. Can't he take no for an answer?
No, Majida, he can't.
Tell him he won't be rescuing you if he takes you back.
Yeah, tell him you need to go forward to be rescued.
If you take me back where I came from, you won't be rescuing me. I need to go forward, not back.
So, if I help you go further into the dungeon, I'll be rescuing you.
Tell him you'd like an escort.
Yes, you would be. I'd just love it if you escorted me a little way.
Ah, splendid. That's a bit like rescuing, isn't it? Escorting. Yes, all right then. I'll escort you, and then if you do need rescuing, I'll be there to rescue you. Come along then, Finton. This way.
Just let him guide you, Finn.
Okay. Where are we?
Well, you're in a blue room with one window and one door. There's an old man sitting at a table, and it looks like there's some stuff on there.
Supplies and equipment, equipment and supplies. Only the best when you're on a quest.
Hey, that is Merlin! Why he pretending to be a peddler, Treguard?
Shh, Majida, he'll hear you. We may not always understand the thinking behind Merlin's methods, but we must never forget how crucially important they are to the quest.
I say, he looks like a disreputable fellow. Rob you blind as soon as look at you, that's what he'd do. I know his type, Finton. I'll rescue you from him, shall I?
Tell him no thanks, Finn.
Don't rescue me yet, please. I'd like to take a look at what he's selling.
Oh, well, I suppose you know best. All right, I'll take you over to the table.
Ah, a prospective customer. Splendid. But I'm not handing out these valuable objects for peanuts, you know. What do you have to pay me with?
We want to know what he's got first.
No, let's humour him, as it's Merlin. Show him the emerald, Finn.
I have a green stone here.
Ah, yes, that will do nicely. In return for the Arkenstone, you may take any one of my little trinkets here. Now, let's see what we've got. This handsome short sword once belonged to King Richard III. Legend has it that this was the very weapon he used to butcher his nephews, the young King Edward V and his brother, at the Tower of London. Or perhaps you'd prefer this genuine holy relic. It may look like an ordinary snuff box, but its contents are far from ordinary. You see, in here is what was left of Joan of Arc after she'd snuffed it. Or what about this? A fine wine. This particular flagon once belonged to a chap called Bacchus, and is possessed of the spell Legless. So, which is it to be?
Well, we don't want the weapon, do we?
Definitely not. What about the snuff box, though? That mad knight was talking about holy relics before.
So if I met him again, I could prove I'm not a goblin. But he already knows I'm not, and he'd recognise me, wouldn't he?
I don't think we'll meet him again. Those holy relics are all cons anyway. Haven't you seen the Black Adder?
They never repeat that one.
So if I don't want the relic or the weapon, that leaves the wine. But an alcoholic drink seems like a weird object for me to need.
It's got a spell, though.
Legless? Do you think that would make someone drunk?
Yeah, unless it would literally take away their legs.
I don't know. I still think the holy relic would be more useful. What about you, Liv?
They could both be useful, I suppose. I'm not sure.
Come on, guys, we've got to decide.
Well, which one do you want to go for, Finn?
I don't know, just pick one.
I say, Finton, do you want to be rescued now?
Shut up, Sir Hugh.
Finton's right, team. You must make a decision.
Yes, this is much too slow.
I vote for a relic.
I vote for the wine. Liv, you've got the deciding vote as Finn's gone into one of his stops.
Let's go for the one with the spell.
Okay, tell him we'll have the wine, Finn.
I'll take the wine.
Very well, then. Give me the gem, that's it, and take the flagon with my best wishes. Now, what about you, good Sir Knight? Can I interest you in anything?
What's that? Me? Well, I suppose Say, I know. How about if I rescue you? You must be terribly bored sitting here flogging useless tattle, eh? Yes, I'll rescue you from your life of drudgery.
No, thank you. In fact, I think you'd like to leave now, wouldn't you? You'd like to continue escorting this dungeoneer safely on his way.
Yes, I'd like to continue escorting this dungeoneer safely on his way. Right, come on then, Finton. Let's go.
He's taking you to the door, Finn.
Where are we?
Well, you're in a purple room and there's a massive spider's web over you. The exit's at the far end and there's a tree stump. I think there's something on it, so turn right a bit and walk forwards.
Hold it, Finton. You better not go charging in. Where are you going?
I'm going to fetch the food from the tree stump.
Ah, you need rescuing from starvation. Wait there, in your weakened state. I'll get it. Let's see now. It's a bit of bread. I'd better just taste a bit to make sure it's not poisoned. Ah, yes, it's fine. But I may have just saved your life all the same. Here you are.
Thanks.
Treguard, I remember what happens in this horrible place. Finton mustn't stay here or he will be destroyed by bone-crunching, child-chewing, flesh-lump-eating giant spider.
Oh my god, Finn, the most massive tarantula has just walked onto the web above you.
Tell Sir Hugh to rescue you from it.
Sir Hugh, can you sort out this spider?
Eh? What's that? Spider, you say?
Look up!
Look up? I don't think... Odds bodkins, Finton. I've never seen anything like it. I'm not so sure you need rescuing from that, you know. It's coming after me. Ah!
Oh my god, he's run off.
And Ariadne doesn't follow.
Hurry, team. So little time.
And so many legs.
Liv, cast Legless.
Spellcasting, Legless.
Well done, Olivia. Ariadne is not so tough now she's just a giant hairy bull, huh?
She's a what?
All her legs have come off, Finn. She can't move.
Good thinking, Finn.
Well, Sir Hugh was totally useless in the end, wasn't he?
You are right, Finton. The one time you actually need rescuing, he jumps off the boat. Typical man.
Majida, do stop nattering. The quest must go on.
Right, Finton, just walk forwards. The exit's pretty much in front of you.
You might as well leave the bottle, Finton. Its magic is now spent.
Where am I?
Well, you're in a rocky place with a wellway in front of you. There's someone sitting on the steps. I think that's the guard we saw talking to Malice.
Ooh, hold it right there, you. Looks like Mrs. Iron Mighty was right. It's a dungy thingy in a moo cow helmet. Well, dungy thingy, you've reached the end of the road. No one gets past when Fatilla the Honey's on guard.
He's coming towards you.
I wish Sir Hugh had stuck around.
Quick, Finn, try flattering him or something.
Okay, I think you're beautiful.
Give over. No one thinks I'm beautiful. You can't get round me like that. Now, I'm going to bloop you, then I'm going to blop you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
This is no time for tactics, team. Use what weapons you have.
What do we have? Oh, the spell from the mermaid.
Spellcasting, TEMPEST.
What's this then? Cool, what's going on? I can't hardly stand up. I can't... Ah!
Blown him away.
Quickly, team. You must dispel, or this very localized storm will turn its wrath on Finton.
Dispel, EMPESTT.
There, that better. I like seeing horrible barbarian person get blown off like that.
Hey, I've just thought of something. Do you think we could have cast those two spells the other way around? Blown the spider away and taken the guard's legs off?
Maybe we could, but the way we did it was definitely better. I don't know so much, Scarlet. I would like to see Fatilla rolling around on floor with no legs.
I just bet you would, Majida. Come along, team. The wellway awaits you, and level 3 beckons.
Walk forwards, Finn. You should come to some steps.
Got them.
Go up them and down the well.
Okay. Where am I?
Well, it looks like you're in a sewer. You're on a kind of platform, and there's a tunnel of green water behind you.
That's sick.
Yeah, and the rest.
Hey, I know this place. This is Goth.
Yes. Who'd have thought that Winteria would melt away to leave this ghastly techno-magical environment in its wake? Still, level 3 is always level 3, whatever its decor. And level 3 always sorts the very best from the many rest, with ruthless efficiency.
There's something on the floor just here. I think it's a spyglass.
Shall we have a go on it?
Yes. Pick it up and look into it, Finn.
I am aware that the Dungeoneer is still alive. I can see that this rogue will displease me enormously. But what, in the name of all that's putrid, makes you think I need your help to get rid of him, you horrible little man?
With respect, Ladyness, I am not a man. I am an Atlantean.
Don't quibble with me, you revolting creature. Just answer my question.
A Dungeoneer is causing you problems, Ladyness. No one has more experience in dealing with Dungeoneers than I. The nasty little kidsy will wish he'd never been born once I get my hands on him.
I should be surprised if it took that long. He's likely to feel that way as soon as he gets a whiff of your breath.
Ah, then you do wish to employ my services, Ladyness. You have my undying gratefulness.
Just a moment. I have not agreed to anything yet. I am curious to know what you are doing here in the first place. Why have you suddenly turned up in my realm?
No special reason, ladiness. I just happened to be in the neighborhood, and I thought it would be appropriate to offer you my services, seeing as we both hate dungeoneers so much.
I'm not sure about that. Dungeoneers can be useful, you know. This Finton, however, is nothing but a nuisance. His trifling quest must be brought to an end.
Excellent, ladiness. So, with your gracious permission, I shall...
You'll do nothing, you repugnant reptile! I shall bring an end to Finton's quest, and I do not require help from the likes of you. I have enslaved an army of my men. They will have no trouble stopping the horrible little whelp.
Forgive me, ladiness, but I have seen very few Miremen on my recent travels through Goth. Most of them left the dungeon when the Mire world moved away. Only a few sorry specimens now remain.
Well, it is a small army of Miremen, I admit. But it is not my only line of defense. I have made some quite brilliant modifications to that old card puzzle I found lying around. And then, of course, there is the weeping door that guards the quest chamber.
Such creatures cannot be enslaved any further than they are already, ladiness, even by a power as great as yours.
So what if they can't? That depressed door is a convenient obstacle between the dungeoneer and the sword, and I intend to take full advantage of it. Now get out of my sight, you disgusting green blob! Go from this place and never bother me again!
As you wish, ladiness.
Right, the screen's gone black.
Put the spyglass down, then.
Treguard, I don't like the look of this. Why is Lissard back in dungeon and offering to help Malice of all persons?
Well, I suppose if he's looking for an evil master, or mistress, to help him recapture his former purpose in life, Malice is just about the only choice available at the moment. Still, you're right, it is worrying. Lissard is one of the last people I'd have expected to see back in the dungeon, and I can't help but wonder... Still, never mind that for now. You'd better press on, team.
Let's take him to the right.
Okay, turn 90 degrees right, Finn, and walk forwards. Good.
Where am I?
Well, you're in a round blue room with a big archway on your right, and there's a table in front of you with something on it.
Walk forwards, Finn. Can you tell us what it is?
It's a small bottle of red liquid.
Red liquid? Do you think it's the potion we want? Starshine Scarlet?
Why are you only asking Scarlet?
I'm not, I'm asking everyone.
He said Starshine Scarlet, not Starshine Scarlet.
I thought it was called Scarlet Starshine Scarlet.
Yeah, it is.
No, there's definitely only one Scarlet in the name.
Oh my god. Just call Malefact 3 times, Finn.
Okay. Malefact. Malefact. Malefact.
Ah, Finton, you have kept our bargain. The potion, if you please.
Here you go.
Thank you. I'm gratified to discover that you're a man of your word, and now you will discover that I am a man of mine also. Your reward is called Fey. Do not cast it until you encounter a foe worthy of your greatest weapon. You will then discover that in the end, true blood will out.
Ask him how he's spelling Fey.
Is that Fey with an A or an E in the middle?
An A. Good luck to you, Finton. Farewell.
Fey with an A. Right, I wonder what that does.
Hey Treguard, don't you have a niece called Fey with an A in the middle?
Well, Yes, I do, but I very much doubt that this spell has anything to do with her. I'm not sure that Hordriss is even aware of her existence. I really can't conceive that he'd have a spell to summon her to this time and place.
Oh yeah? True blood will out, he says. Maybe he's talking about Duntown blood, huh?
Anything is possible, I suppose, but I'd be exceedingly surprised. Onwards now, team.
Turn 90 degrees right, Finn. Walk forwards.
Where am I?
Well, you're in a grey room with beams on the ceiling and 2 doors at the far end. In the middle of the room there's a table, so just walk forwards.
Okay. I can see the table.
Tell us what's on there, mate.
There's half a grapefruit. I'm putting that in my knapsack. And there's a scroll, a mermaid statue made of marble, a white glove and 2 bottles. One bottle says Homer, and the other says Fireball Brandy.
Well, that's far too much to choose from.
Calm down, Liv. Finn, read the scroll.
Okay. It says, show me the way to go home.
Is that it?
Yeah. They could be talking about either one of the bottles, couldn't it? There's obviously a connection with Homer, and it's also that drunk song, isn't it? I had a little drink about an hour ago, and it's gone right to my head.
What are you on about, Finn?
That's the song!
Okay, well, maybe we're supposed to take both the bottles then. Fireball Brandy sounds really interesting, and what good is one glove? It's not even a gauntlet to prove we're on the path of truth or whatever. A Homer potion has to be more useful than that.
What about the mermaid statue?
We met the mermaid on level 2. Does that tell us anything?
Maybe just that we're done with mermaids now. We're not going to meet her again, and anyway, mermaids aren't interested in marble. I'm with Scarlet. There's no reason to take the glove or the statue.
Okay then, Finn, take the 2 bottles.
Right, I'm holding the Homer and the Fireball Brandy. I hope it's magic, like the wine.
We keep having to take booze.
You know, Treguard, Finton is just a child. I hope he won't have to drink brandy.
Well, I don't think I'd fancy a drink with Fireball in its name. Onwards now.
Right, Finton. Walk round to the other side of the table. Great, now go forwards. We better take him to the right, hadn't we?
Yeah, sidestep right a bit, Finn. Okay, stop and keep on forwards.
Where am I?
Well, you're in a grey corridor with an arch, and there's a portcullis, but it's open, so you can just walk forwards. Oh, stop, Finn. There's these 2 green people walking towards you. Yes, Finton. Do not walk into the jaws of these stinky mermen.
Mermen? I thought we'd finished with merpeople. They probably want the statue.
I said mermen, Olivia, not mermen. They are very dangerous.
All right, Majida, don't be like that about it. You can be very difficult to understand, you know.
Huh, rude.
You guys, is there time to stand around talking like this?
Well, they're moving very slowly, Finn.
Yes, Ollie, you have ample thinking time, but you must certainly act soon. The only way is onwards. There's no escape.
Well, some fireballs might come in handy about now. What do you reckon, guys?
Yeah, take the top off the Fireball Brandy, Finn.
Okay.
Yes, a fireball flew out and zapped one of them.
And the other one. They're both gone now, Finn.
Oh, good. Shall I walk forwards then?
Yeah, and you might as well put the bottle down.
Okay.
Great. Just keep going now. Well done, guys. This quest is a lot of fun, huh?
Where am I?
Well, you're in like a blue brick room and there's a door straight in front of you. So, just walk forwards, I guess.
Okay, so it's not that easy. Malice has just appeared in front of you, Finn.
Enough! I grow tired of you, Finton. In fact, you displease me enormously. You are much too close to the sword, so you will not be allowed to live.
Spell, live quick.
Spellcasting, F-A-Y.
Oh! Good heavens! What's happening? Oh no! It's Sidriss! Treguard, it would be better if it was your niece. So sorry, guys. It was fun while it lasted, huh?
And who exactly are you?
Sidriss, daughter of Hordriss. I know exactly who you are, Malice, and what you're trying to do. Well, I won't let you destroy this dungeoneer.
You think you can defeat me? Malice, bested by the famous Sidriss the Confused. Yes, my dear, I've heard of you. The only way I could fall at your hand would be if I died laughing. All right, little girl. Let's see what you...
Well, she certainly likes to hear herself talk, doesn't she?
Finn, Sidriss has just made Malice disappear.
Better say thanks, Finn.
Thanks, Sidriss.
Oh, don't be silly. It's Finton, isn't it?
Yes.
You see, I'm not a bit confused. Not anymore. I don't think.
Sidriss, I am most impressed. It seems that your time in Syria has been spent productively.
Yes, well, some of it. At any rate, I got down to some serious hard work and passed all my exams. I had to do it sometime. Who wants to be a trainee forever?
Well, quite. Your father must be exceedingly proud.
Of course he is. True blood will out. But we'd better not stand around chatting, had we? We're wasting Finton's life force.
Yes, well, let's continue then.
Well, Finton, I may have defeated Malice for you. I have defeated Malice for you, but it isn't over yet. There is more to do before you reach the sword. Once you're through that door, you'll really need to have your head in the game, and then a good smattering of general knowledge should see you through your final task. After that, escape will be easy, unless my eyes deceive me. Goodbye, Finton, and good luck! Right, Finn, she's gone now. Huh? Will wonders never cease? She could only do it in Far East. It's good place, very clever, very magical. I bet she still make mistakes, though.
Well, don't we all?
We get out of here now.
Just walk forwards, Finn.
Where am I?
Well, you're on a very thin ledge. It's extremely thin. And it looks like there are some more ledges that can come out from the wall and make a path to the door. There's a playing card on the wall beside you, and then 5 groups of 2 blank cards spaced along the wall at regular intervals. Ah, I know this one from before.
Yes, I'd be surprised if you'd forgotten this, Majida. Here is where Finton must play his cards right, team. To choose each correct card in the sequence, you must get him to reach up the wall and touch it. I advise you to stay as calm and logical as you can, and keep a record of all your judgments.
Is that a piece of food by your right foot, Finn?
Yes, it's a fish. I'll put it in the knapsack. What's the card next to me? Is it turned over?
Yes, it's the Ace of Diamonds.
Reach up to your left and touch it, Finn. A ledge has popped out under the first pair of cards now, and they've turned over. It looks like we've got the 5 of spades and the 8 of diamonds.
Shuffle forwards slightly, Finn. Now take a big step forward as far as you can. Great.
So what's the right card?
Well, we might go for the 8 to follow suit.
Shuffle forwards again, Finn. Just a bit, though. Okay, now reach up to your left again. Right, another of those big steps now. Perfect.
What's the next choice?
The 8 of spades and the 5 of hearts.
So we can't follow suit again?
Hey, the diamonds ran out very quickly, Treguard. Much quicker than the hearts used to.
Well, you can blame Malice for that, Majida. Clearly her power has not entirely deserted this place just yet.
Shall we go for the red one?
No, I think we need an 8 to match an 8. Touch the wall beside you, Finn.
Are you sure?
Yes, Scarlet's right.
Go on, Finn. Right, big step again.
Okay, now we've got the Jack of Spades and the Jack of Clubs.
Both black jacks. That's a stupid choice.
We should go for spades, shouldn't we, as we just had a spade? The other blackjack is only there to confuse us.
You're right, Liv. Touch the wall next to you, Finn.
Big step again?
Yeah. Right. So we've got the 6 of spades and the queen of spades. We'll have to follow suit this time, but... Oh! There is a goblin behind him!
God! Help me, guys!
It's okay, Finn. He's having some trouble with the gaps, so we've got time to make this choice.
But if they're both spades, how are we supposed to choose?
We just had the jack, so the next one's probably the queen, because they come next to each other.
Yeah, they're consecutive. Shuffle forwards a bit, Finn.
Quickly, the goblin's only 2 ledges behind you.
Touch the wall.
What happened?
The next ledge popped out and the one the goblin was standing on went back into the wall, so it fell into the pit.
Well, I hope it wasn't someone under a switch spell.
Hurry now, team.
Big step again, Finn.
We're on the last 2 cards, in case you've lost track a bit, Finn. We've got the Queen of Hearts and the King of Hearts. They're both the same suit, so that's not much help.
One of them must continue the consecutive sequence. We've just had Jack and then Queen, so maybe we should go for the King.
The Jack and the Queen were both spades, though.
Yeah, and neither of these are spades, so...
Come on, let's just go for one of them.
Just a minute, Finn. We could die because of this, you know.
But the cards don't make any sense. There's no point discussing it for hours.
Try not to get frustrated, Finton.
Oh, don't say that to him.
Well, I think we should go for the king, as it completes the sequence of face cards.
Yeah, me too.
Okay then. Shuffle forwards a bit, Finn. Okay, now touch the King of Hearts.
I can't see it!
Just touch the wall.
What a pity. Team, you didn't let the 2 jacks lure you into a trap, but you did let the king. In the absence of following suit, the next thing to look for is a like card, and that's what you were doing all the way through, right up until your final choice. You should have picked the Queen of Hearts to match the Queen of Spades, but you didn't, so... Spellcasting. DISMISS. There. Goodbye then, Finton, Scarlet, Ollie, and Olivia. You did very well, and you certainly showed Malice who was boss, but in the end you fell from grace. On your way back to Lincolnshire then, and I mean it most sincerely when I say, have a great summer.
Treguard, this is ridiculous. They beat Malice. They get nearly all the cards right.
It's the game, Majida, the game.
It's a stupid game.
Well, perhaps sometimes it is, but... Treguard, I bring you dire news.
Can't be as dire as poor little Finton falling off the cards.
Oh, I'm afraid it's much direr than that. As soon as Malice's power began to fade from level 3, I sensed a very familiar stirring in the Black Tower of Goth. I immediately went to take a look and, well, my worst fears were confirmed. And what fears are those, Merlin? Look to your magic mirror and see for yourself. Yes, the coast is clear. The nasty little kidsy, Finton, has fallen to his doom. The power of Malice has deserted this place, and no other has yet appeared to replace it. The time is right. The opportunity is upon us. Come out of the shadows, Lordness.
Where are we, Lissard? What is this place?
Do you not recognize it, Lordness? This is the Black Tower of Goth, Once you came here to recuperate after a great defeat, to rebuild your strength and to increase your power over the dungeon. Now, you may do so again.
Goth? Yes, of course. You're right, Lissard. This is the place for us. I may be far from fully recovered from what that pompous popinjay did to me, but I am close enough. And Goth will help me, as you say. I created it. I nourished it. And now it will nourish me.
Yes, Lordness. And then... oh, then we shall do great things in the realm of Knightmare. Terrible things, yes. But great.
Indeed we shall, Lissard. No, indeed I shall.
That's enough, Merlin. I think we get the point.
But Treguard, this is terrible! Lord Fear is back! What do we do now?
We do the only thing we can do. Keep calm and carry on. The dungeon always prepares fresh challenges to test adventurers, and this is just the latest. Indeed so, Treguard. And, perhaps, the greatest. Perhaps, Merlin. I suppose we'll just have to wait and see, won't we? And so will you, passive ones. But do join us again to find out, won't you? Yes, I know you will.